The VoIP tool Surveyor application allows you to make high-touch outbound calls to your database contacts. Within the preview dialer, you can manage campaigns, assign agents to phone lists within a campaign, read from survey scripts, record notes in a centralized database, and run web-based performance reports. Let's take a closer look at the user interface. This is the screen your agents will most commonly use when actively making calls within the tool. Each of the modules that you see here can be moved around the screen to whatever feels comfortable for the user. Not all of the modules have to be used all the time, and these can be removed if needed. If they are accidentally removed, they can always be brought back later in the toolbar on top. Although each of these modules have default field names, any of these field names can be changed to suit your purpose. Administrators of the application can choose which of the modules to show or lock at any time. Once an administrator has imported contacts to the application, they will be assigned to a campaign and a list. When the agent begins working for the day, they'll come here and choose the campaign and the list that are available to them. Here you can see that the information for the first contact has been populated. In order to get a larger view of our modules, let's delete the bottom two and zoom in a little. From here, the agent can see all of the information pertaining to that specific contact. If this customer has been called before by this agent or any other agent, they can refer to the Call Notes module to see any notes from past calls that have been made. Priority notes are notes that must stay at the top of the page so that the agents will have any pertinent or urgent information related to that customer. At the top right, you can see that we have an agent script. This script can change depending on which campaign is chosen. When the campaign is changed, the agent script will automatically change as well. Although this example is a simple agent script, you can also add hyperlinks in order to expand easily the agent's footprint without having to switch screens. From the call control module, you can see that the agent has the option to dial a phone, hang up the phone, transfer a phone number, search for a specific account, save any changes that were made to the phone number or addresses if they've been given permission, and also see how many customers they have left to call within their campaign. In this case, after the customer finishes calling ABC Company, there are 2 more leads left to call. To make the call, simply click Dial. The 3CX system will immediately begin to make the call to the customer. When the agent has finished with the call, they can either end the call within their 3CX application, or they can hang up the call from their call control module. After this is complete, the agent may choose to set a callback time if the customer has asked that they call back at another time. However, at the end of the call, they may choose to disposition the call status. Each of these dispositions can be customized according to your needs. Also, depending on how the agent dispositions the call may or may not come back into the campaign the next time the agent begins calling. This can be controlled by the administrator. For instance, if the agent marks the call as a bad number or do not call, the administrator may choose not to have that number show up within the campaign again. However, if the call was dispositioned as the customer hung up or left a message, the administrator could choose to have the call reappear within a certain amount of time, perhaps a few business days later. Once the disposition has been chosen, the agent can click Next to see the following contact. To see the results of your agent's efforts, you can visit the Report section to see your sales reports, which will show companies that have been sold to. You can also see performance reports to see the amount of calls that each agent has made. You can see call reports, which allow you to see a report by campaign, as well as the disposition on each of those customers. You can also see the callback report to see which customers have requested that you call them back or that you have not yet contacted. As you can see, each of these reports can be exported so you can analyze the data locally. In our next video, we'll talk a little bit about how to set up your Surveyor, as well as importing contacts. Thank you so much for watching.